about what is Vasant Panchami, why do we celebrate this day, we're going to hear from some of the very talented members of the York Foundation Year 6 to Year 7 Moral Values classes who have created a wonderful presentation all by themselves, and we're going to hear more about the festival. Finally, we're going to have a guided Saraswati Puja in English, which you can all take part in if you wish. There are a few things that you would need if you want to take part. That all of that information should be in. It will be displayed shortly, but if you want to take part, you can. If you would simply like to watch, that's also fine. So some of the things you will need are Mata Saraswati Murti, flowers, prasad for Bhog and Diya, agarbatti, some study books, or if you have a Shikshapatri, have that handy as well. Metal or copper steel cup of water. Oh, it's all here. There we go. So they're the things you need if you want to take part in the puja. If you are not able to take part and actually do the puja, you can watch and do darshan as well. So that's perfectly fine. So let's begin our evening with a Saraswati Vandana. Shweta ji is going to, she's one of the members of the York Foundation community and a really amazing singer. She's going to start our evening off with the Saraswati Vandana. Shweta ji, are you there? Namaste.
Namaste. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Swaminarayan, Jai Ma Saraswati. As Chetanji already explained, I'm singing in Saraswati Vandana in Rag Basant, and Rag Basant is the rag for spring. And also there are a lot of Goddess Lakshmi's name in my Vandana. And I wish may Goddess Lakshmi, the Goddess Saraswati give us wisdom and knowledge. Jaya Jaya He Bhagavati Sur Bharati Tav Charano Pranamam. Jaya Jaya He Bhagavati Sur Bharati Tav Charano Pranamam. Nada Brahma Mai Jaya Vagishwari Nada Brahma Mai Jaya Vagishwari Sharanam Te Gacchamaha. Jaya Jaya He Bhagavati Sur Bharati Tav Charano Pranamam. Pamaga Garesa Pasa Nisarisa Nisarisa Gapa Mapadapa Pasa Nisarisa Sarega Mapa Tvamasi Sharanya Tribhuvan Dhanya Surmuni Vandita Charana Tvamasi Sharanya Tribhuvan Dhanya कविता मुखरा नव रस मधुरा कविता मुखरा स्मित रुचि रुचिरा भरणा जय जय हे भगवती सुर भारती तब चरणों प्रणाम सा नि रे सा नि ध नि ध प म ध प म ग रे सा रे ग म प ध नि सा नि ध प म प ध नि सा नि ध प म प ध नि सा नि ध प म प ध नि सा आसीना भव मानस हंसे कुंद तुहिन शशि धवली आसीना भव मानस हंसे कुंद तुहिन शशि धवली हर जड़ता बोधि विकासम हर जड़तां कुरु बोधि विकासम सित पंकज तनु विमले जय जय हे भगवती सुर भारती तव चरणों प्रणमाम पामग गरे सा पसा नि सा गप म पद प पसा नि सा रे ग म प ललित कलामयी ज्ञान विभामयी वीणा पुस्तक दारिणिया ललित कलामयी ज्ञान विभामयी वीणा पुस्तक धारिणी मतिरास्तां नो तव पद कमले ऐकुंठा विषहारिणी जय जय हे भगवती सुर भारती तव चरणों प्रणमाम नाद ब्रह्ममयी जय वागीश्वरी नाद ब्रह्ममयी जय वागीश्वरी शरणं ते गच्छामः जय जय हे भगवती सुर भारती तव चरणों प्रणमामः 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 प्रणमामः
Namaste, Hari Om. Thank you very much, Shwetaji, for a beautiful rendition of the Saraswati Vandana in Rag Basant. It was really divine. Thank you so much. We are now going to go to, we're going to learn more about this festival. So I'm going to hand it over now to the Moral Values class, year 6 and year 7 of our Moral Values class, who are going to tell us more about this festival.
Namaste everyone. As you know, we're here to celebrate Vasant Panchami. So if you will take a look at the screen.
Mithis, is it possible to make Adi a co-host so he can share his screen?
Bear with us, we're just having a few technical difficulties. We're just trying to get the right person to be host, and then we will be starting the presentation shortly.
Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yep, we can see your screen.
Okay.
Welcome to our Vasant Panchami presentation, led by the year 6 to 7 moral class. And also please pay attention because we will be asking questions at the end of the presentation. So the outline of the presentation is going to be the significance of Vasant Panchami by Jia, Adi and me, the how is Vasant Panchami celebrated by Rishi, Drishti and Anika, and then Mata Saraswati by Gunjan, Shonak, Swara and Vidya. What is Vasant Panchami? Vasant Panchami is a festival that marks the preparation for the arrival of spring. People celebrate it in various parts of India. The festival is also known to be 40 days before Holi. In addition, Vasant Panchami is centered to Goddess Saraswati, who is the goddess of wisdom. I am passing it on to Jia now.
Vasant Panchami celebration. Why do we celebrate Vasant Panchami? Vasant Panchami marks the arrival of spring. Vasant means spring and Panchami means fifth day. Therefore, it is celebrated on the fifth day of the lunar month. Now I'm going to pass it on to Adi, who is going to be talking about the transitions from winter to spring.
Basant Panchami is a celebration of the transition of the season from winter to spring. Some of the season transitions are the flowers are blooming, trees are blossoming, and the temperature gradually increases. The celebration ushers the warm and fertile spring season after the cold and unyielding winters. Thank you. We will now be moving on to the next group, which will be discussing about how Vasant Panchami is celebrated by Rishi, Drishti and Anika.
So Vasant Panchami by how it's celebrated by Anika, Drishti and Rishi. How is it celebrated? On Vasant Panchami, people wear yellow clothes. The yellow color is considered holy on this day, so the houses are decorated with yellow flowers. People also keep books, pens, and pencils near the feet of the idol to seek blessings for a good academic year. And I'm now going to be moving on to Anika.
In some states, traditional food is prepared and offered to Goddess Saraswati. Like in Bihar, people make kheer, malpua, and bundi. In Punjab, they make makki ki roti and sarson ka saag. Some other things they make are meaty chawal, laddus, and kesari shira.
Vasant Panchami marks the beginning of spring. In Gujarat, they celebrate by preparing bouquets and garlands of flowers set with mango leaves as gifts. People dress in saffron, pink, or yellow and visit each other. Also, you get to eat many sweet dishes and display yellow flowers in your homes and outside.
Punjab, in this auspicious occasion, we mark the beginning of spring and emulate the bright yellow mustard flowers in the field. We eat yummy makki di roti. Can anyone tell me if they ate this before? Makki di roti? Like in the chat. So everyone must be saying yes.
A lot of
Maharashtra.
people said yes.
On Vasant Panchami, we fly a lot of kites and dress in yellow clothes. Newlywed couples also visit the mandir on the first Basant Panchami after their wedding, wearing yellow clothes.
Happy Vasant Panchami. Where are you from and how do you celebrate Vasant Panchami? Can you please write it in the chat?
Shonak said that we make delicious food. Avir and Kian are celebrating with yummy kheer.
Sounds tasty.
One way is to attend a yoga foundation. That's one way. Saraswati puja and make sweets. That's what Ruchita said. Vishal V said Mumbai we do art, tea, and Saraswati Mata. And Vibranshu Singh said we are from UP. So yeah. And Adarsh Barivi said Chennai we do Guru.
Love to see family from Suryan and Vishwa. It's great to hear. We'll move on to the next group now. Thank you.
Thank you very much to the Year 6 to Year 7 Moral Values class. So these children did an amazing job.
There's one more group.
Oh, sorry. I was waiting. Sorry. I'll let them go.
Okay. Can everyone see my screen? Happy Vasant Panchami.
Happy Vasant Panchami.
Happy Vasant Panchami.
Who is Mata Saraswati? In Hindu art, Saraswati is usually understood as a graceful youth with white skin. She most often wears a white sari, which has a blue border. Not being concerned with worldly goods, she rarely wears jewelry. She may have a crescent on her forehead and be seated on a lotus flower. Water on which a lotus seat is erected symbolizes perennial flow of knowledge.
Mata Saraswati rides on a white swan. Her white dress is a symbol for purity. Her swan signifies that people should have the ability to erase the bad from the good. The goddess Saraswati, sitting on a lotus, symbolizes her wisdom.
She's also an experience of truth. When the god is seen sitting on a peacock, it is a reminder that a strong ego and attitude can be held back by wisdom.
Mata
Mata Saraswati is the goddess of wisdom, knowledge, music, art, speech, and learning. Most students pray to her for her blessings on Vasant Panchami. Mata Saraswati is also known as Shahzada. People do puja for Mata on this day because she was born on Vasant Panchami, or it is called as Saraswati Jayanti.
She has 4 hands, which symbolizes kindness, intellect, alertness, and the mind. Mata Saraswati is also celebrated on this day because Sri Krishna and Brahma granted her a boon that people will do puja on this day for her. Mata Saraswati is a part of the 3 Devis. She is represented by white color, lotus, sitar, Saraswati river, and books.
Here is a video that summarizes all we have said.
Be loud.
Saraswati is the Hindu goddess of knowledge and arts and represents the free flow of wisdom and consciousness. Saraswati is a Sanskrit word where Sara stands for essence and Swa stands for oneself. The word Saraswati literally means essence of oneself or one who leads to the essence of self-knowledge. The deity is admired by some Buddhist sects as well as Jain believers of West and Central India. A Japanese Buddhist goddess named Benzaiten was originated from the goddess Saraswati. Goddess Saraswati is also worshipped in Cambodia, Thailand, and Indonesia as a goddess of speech and learning. She is believed to be the source of Vedas and the one who empowers Hindus with speech, wisdom, and learning. The mantra chanted to her is called Saraswati Vandana, which often begins and ends with Vedic lessons. She is portrayed with 4 hands representing 4 aspects of Hindu personality in learning, mind, intellect, alertness, and ego. Hindus celebrate the festival of Vasant Panchami, the 5th day of spring, in her honor. The day of Vasant Panchami is marked by helping young children learn how to write alphabets. To get more spiritual videos, subscribe to
A very famous bhajan about Devis and goddess Saraswati is called Ayagiri Nandini, and it has more than 20 verses. Ayagiri Nandini talks about Navaratri when Mata Durga kills Mahishasura-Mardini, the half-bull, half-demon in 10 days. According to Hindu tradition, Brahma was one of the 3 gods of the Trimurti, the one who created the universe. To remedy the situation, Brahma created Saraswati, who was born from his mouth.
Now that you have taken in all the information, we're going to test your memory on a quiz.
First question. Who is goddess Saraswati married to? Type in the chat. Drishti saying Brahma, Anika saying, Adya saying Brahma, everybody saying Brahma.
Yeah, probably because I accidentally put the answer. Never mind.
And the answer is Brahma. Second question. Which 2 gods gave a boon to Mata Saraswati? Type in the chat. Jia saying Krishna and Brahma. Anika saying Krishna and Brahma. Adya saying Krishna and Brahma. Ruchita is saying Krishna and Brahma. Everyone's saying Krishna and Brahma. And the answer is Krishna and Brahma. Third question. What quality is Goddess Saraswati known for? Type in the chat.
Nana and family said knowledge. Jia said wisdom. Devaditya said wisdom. Drishti said wisdom. Ruchita said knowledge. Ansh said knowledge. Vibhanshu Singh said wisdom. Vishalvi said wisdom. Sejo said knowledge. Adya said wisdom and music. Shishira said knowledge and wisdom. Vishal said knowledge, wisdom. Okay, I think most of them are the same.
And the correct answer is
And word related to wisdom. So as
Fourth question, true or false? Mata Saraswati is represented by Mata Ganga.
False. Jia said false. Nana and family said false. Anish said false. Ruchita said false. Everyone's saying false.
Yes.
So the correct answer is?
The correct answer is false. Fifth question, on what month and phase is Vasant Panchami celebrated? Type in the chat again.
Spring 5th day. Spring the 5th month.
5th
month. The 5th moon.
February.
5 day of spring.
Yeah, spring.
February.
Okay.
Okay, Magh month. The answer is Magh month.
Magh month and
Hindi month, Magh and February.
Sixth question, what color is worn on Vasant Panchami?
So Nana and family said yellow, yellow. Everyone's saying yellow.
There's a lot, yellow or white.
Or white.
And the answer is yellow.
Yeah, there's a lot of yellows and whites.
Seventh question, what foods are eaten on Vasant Panchami in Punjabi?
Everyone's saying kheer, laddu,
makki di roti, kheer, laddu, makki di roti.
Makki di roti, sarson saag, makki di
roti, sarson saag, laddu, makki.
Kheera. Yeah, pretty much saying the same thing.
And the answer is
Makki di roti and sarson ka saag.
Eighth question, what food is a tradition to eat on Vasant Panchami?
Type in the chat.
Laddu,
kheer,
laddu,
khichdi for Bengalis.
Bengalis, okay.
Yellow food, yellow rice, laddu, kheer, malpua, khichdi, kesari bhat.
So the
correct
answer is
rice.
Sweet rice. But most answers are correct because they're from different nations. Ninth question, who do people worship on Vasant Panchami?
Okay.
This is kind of an easy one.
Saraswati. Mata Saraswati.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, everyone's saying Saraswati. So
everyone's saying that. So the correct answer is Mata Saraswati.
Okay.
The 10th and last question. What does Vasant Panchami mean? Type in the chat.
Spring 5th day.
Okay.
5th day of Basant.
Okay.
Spring 5th day. 5th.
Adya saying 5th
spring.
5th
day of spring.
Everyone's saying
Feb.
Similarly the same.
Yes.
Yeah.
Transformation.
So the answer is answer is 5th day of spring. Thank you for listening. These presentations are made by all children in a year 6 and 7 world class. Please share how you spend your Vasant Panchami. Thank you.
Thank you very much to the children of Year 6 and Year 7 Moral Values class. They did a fantastic job there. These children are between 10 and 12 years old. They did an amazing job, a really professional presentation. If your children are not attending our Moral Values classes where they learn about these things and help and are able to present in this way, please make sure they do sign up. Here are all of the classes we run as part of our Sadvidya program. You can find out all the details on our website. Again, well done to all of you children. Fantastic presentation. We are now going to go to a final bhajan for today from Adya before we start the Saraswati Puja. So I'll go now to Adya.
Namaste everyone and happy Vasant Panchami. Today I'm going to be singing a Saraswati Vandana. Varde bina vaagni, varde bina vaagni, varde ya swatantra amrit nama, ya swatantra amrit nama, Bharat mein varde varde bina vaagni, varde काट अंदर के बंधन स्तर काट अंदर के बंधन स्तर बाजननी ज्योतिर मायानी जर बाजननी ज्योतिर मायानी जर कलुष वेद तम हर प्रकाश भर कलुष वेद तम हर प्रकाश भर जगमग जग कर दे बिना वादनी वरदे नवगति नवले ताला चंद नवगति नवले ताला चंद नवल कंठ नव चलन मंत्र नवल कंठ नव चलन मंत्र नव नव के नव बिया गोविंद को नव के नव बिया गोविंद को नव पर नव स्वर रे बिना वादनी वरदे बिना वादनी वरदे स्वतंत्र अमृत मंत्र नव स्वतंत्र स्वतंत्र अमृत मंत्र नव भारत में वरदे बिना वागनी वरदे Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, Adya, there for an amazing rendition of Varde Veena Vatni Varde. It's really beautiful, paying respects to Saraswati Mata. Thank you so much. Right, we are now going to go to Bhavinji, who is going to start our Saraswati Puja.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, excellent. Right, if you're not clean, so before you start the puja, if you're not clean, can you make sure you go and wash your hands? And by clean, it may have just eaten something. You need to make sure for the puja that you are clean. And for the setup of the puja, for Mata Saraswati puja that we do every Vasant Panchami, is obviously you must have a Saraswati murti. If you don't, then you can use a book, but you should have a Saraswati murti.
Sorry to interrupt, Bhavinji. We can't see you. We can hear you, but we can't see you.
I cannot help that, but we can do this instead.
Okay. No worries.
You know why that is, because it's this.
Okay.
This is the camera of the setup, and this is the camera of the laptop. Laptop doesn't want to show my ugly face, so I can't really do much about that, I'm afraid.
That's fine. We can see your puja setup now. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So look, these are the things you need. You need. I'll shout like Chet shouts. You need prasad, diya for arti, Shikshapatri for those who have one, or study books to do the puja of. You want to also have a small plate of dish. If you have flowers, that's great. Petals of the flower, rice grains. You're going to need loads of rice grains because we're going to do 108 names of Mata Saraswati. Diya agarbatti, a candle and agarbatti for the puja as well. A steel cup of water, ideally one used for puja only, i.e. not one that you've used for drinking, one that is pure for, if you want to point to it, Bolu. Yeah, so one that is pure that can be used for puja as well. If you can point to the kunku, chandan, if possible, but not necessary. As long as you have flowers or rice grains, that's important. Okay, so make sure you're ready for all of this for Saraswati's puja. Next slide is what? Oh, it's a sideways. Okay, so first of all, what we're going to do, we are now starting the Saraswati puja. So everybody, even if you're doing the puja or you're not doing the puja, what you all need to do, whether you're doing the puja or not, is close your eyes. And we're going to say Om 3 times. And I want you to fold your arms, fold your hands. So you're doing pranam, namaskar. And we're going to say Om 3 times. Closed. Focus in that space that is in your heart and the divine energy that is within the heart of every living being. That is also that same divine energy that is the power, the energy of the earth, the heavens, the universes, space, and everywhere. It's the energy of Bhagavan that is in all the worlds and spread throughout every living being. Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. As we do this puja, we need to tune into ourself as the Atman. Manobuddhyahankar chittani naham nacha shotra jive nachakran netram nacha vyoma bhumir na tejo na vayu chidananda rupa shivoham shivoham chidananda rupa Shivoham Shivoham we're going to pray in this puja. We're doing it in short. Usually we do an elaborate puja of Ganesha, Ganapati, and then the kalash of all the holy waters. But in this instance, we're going to just do a vandana. So the first vandana is going to be of Ganesha. If you can have the murtis of Ganesha. If you could all pray to Ganapati, Ganesh, the remover of obstacles in your minds, please. Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Om Siddhi Buddhi Saichi Manmaha Ganadhipataye Namaha. Next. We offer our pranams, our vandan to Shri Radhika and Krishna, the form of Bhagavan that we so admire and revere. Naveen jimu tasman varnam ratnol shatkundal shobhikarnam mahakiritagramayur parnam Shri Radhika Krishnamam Namami. Then to Lord Narnarayan, the Almighty God of Bharatkand, of Krishna and Arjun, of the Almighty Narnarayan from Badrikashram. Avatirya Nijaksharat Para Dehamurtyam Badari Vane Sthita Bhuvi Bharat Jeev Sharmane Nar Narayan Deva Pahimam. Then to Ghanshyam Maharaj. Varnivesharamaniya Darshanam Mandahasruchirananam Bhujam Pujitam Surnarottamair Muda Dharmanandanamaham Vichintaye. Shri Swaminarayan Paramatmane Ghanshyamaya Namaha. Then to Shri Ram and Sita ji. Shri Ramachandra Kripalu Bhaj Mana Harana Bhava Bhayadarunam Navakanchalochana Kancha Mukhakar Kancha Padakanjarunam Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Ram Ramaya Namaha. Then we remember in your hearts Bhagavan Shri Shankar Mahadev Shiva, and with him his consort Parvati ji. Om Namah Parvati Pataye Har Har Mahadev Har Jatattavi Kvalajjala Pravaha Pavitastale Garevalamyalambritam Bhujanga Tunga Malika Damaddamaddamaddamanninadamaddamarvayam Chakara Chanda Tandavattanotuna Shiva Shiva Chakara Chanda Tandavattanotuna Shiva Shivam Om Namah Shivai. And to Lord Suryanarayan, even though he's not shining on earth at the moment, well, in London at the moment, he is shining on another part of earth. And so we do Vandana to Lord Suryanarayan, the giver of the great brightness and energy that empowers the entire earth. Adideva namastubhyam Prasiddha mama bhaskara Divakara namastute Prabhakara namostute Adideva namastubhyam Om Suryaya Namaha. Then we move on to offer our pranam, obeisance and prarthana to Lord Hanuman. नीति प्रवीण निगमागम शस्त्र बुद्धे राजाधिराज रघुनायक मंत्री वर्य सिंदूर चर्चित कलेवर नेष्टि केंद्र श्री राम दूत हनुमन हर संकटम में ओम नमो हनुमते भयभंजनाय सुखम कुरु फट स्वाहा. And then finally to Mataji, to Ma Durga, to Ma Parvati, who takes the various forms of Durga, Ambika, etc. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Matrirupena Sanstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namaha Hari Om. So we offer our prayers, our pranam, to each of the deities, the representations of Bhagavan, of Parameshwara. And now we do a declaration that we are going to do this puja. So for that, Bailu, if you can show the camera, and Nilu, you as well, taking a drop of water in your right hand, and a couple of grains of rice in that right hand. A couple of grains of rice in that right hand as well.
Yeah.
Mind the camera. Yeah, best. And stay here, please. Now, this is the sun. Cover it with your left hand. The right, cover your right hand with the left hand. Correct. And this is the declaration. Declaration being a sankalpa. Why are we? I am doing this puja, and I'm doing it for this intention. Remember, everything you do, you start with the intention, the declaration. The intention is to please Mata Saraswati on this day of Vasant Panchami, so she blesses us with her wisdom, not just knowledge. Knowledge without is just information. Yes. So we want the wisdom as well. And we use the language of the gods, which is Sanskrit, to make our declaration. So hold your the water in your right hand, cover it with the left, and we say, do our sankalp. Om Vishnur 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 Shrimad Bhagavata Mahapurushasya Vishnur Agneya Pravartamanasya Shri Brahmano Titiya Pradeshi Svetvraha Kalpe Saptam Veva Santam Amantare Ashtavishyatitame Kaliyuge Kalipratham Charane जम्बूद्वीपे यूरोप खंडे इंग्लैंड वर्षे लंदन नगरे आयावर्तांतर्गत ब्रह्माव्रतक देशे अत्रादे 2007 सप्तिः विकारि संवत्सरे उत्तरायणे माघ मासे शुक्ल पक्षे पंचमोतिथौ मंगलवासरे रेवती नक्षत्रे मीन राशि स्थित चंद्रे एवमादि ग्रह गुण विशेषण विशिष्ट देश काले नाम. Say your full name. Your full name, say it. And at home you say your full name. Mama Saha Kutumbasya Saparivarasya Kaika Vachika Mansik Sansargi Chaturvid Pap Kshay Purvak Sura Papa Chanti Purvak Dhanadhanya Samruddhi Dirgayu Aishwarya Abhi Viruddha Artham Mama Bhavane Sthir Lakshmi Nivasarthe Sarva Bhishta Sansiddhyarthe Sarva Vidyavapare Uttarottar Labharthe Sarva Phala Praptyartham Bhagavati Ma Sharda Pritya Arthe Shri Mata Saraswati Devi Sankshipta Pujanaham Karishye. Put it on the side in the other Tarbhanu there. Yeah. And so we have made our declaration. There you can pour your water, dry your hands. Excellent. Okay. So we've just done our Sankalp, we've done the Brandan, the Pranam, the Dhyan. Before we call Mata Saraswati, we have to remember her. So everybody in your minds, you need to remember Mata Saraswati, call her. Remember, this is a dhyan, the dhyan of Mata Saraswati. And so in this dhyan, we're going to use the Ya Kundendu Tushara Prarthana. Okay? So fold your hands, pray to Mata Saraswati. Please come. If you stop fidgeting, it will be over. Om Ya Kundendu Tushar Har Dhavana Ya Shubhravastra Ya Veena Varadanda Manditakara Ya Svet Padmasana Ya Brahma Chuta Shankara Prabhuditi Vedve Sada Vandita Samam Patu Saraswati Bhagavati Nishesh Jayapara Om Bhagavati Ma Shri Saraswati Namah Dhyayami. Now, we've done her dhyan, we remembered Mata Saraswati. So for this, if you could take a couple of grains of rice in your right hand, please. No, you wait here, please. Okay, and we're going to offer this to Mata Saraswati, not just yet. This is for Avahan, please. This is the invitation, the invocation. Om Magacha Saraswati Devi Sthane Chatra Stiro Bhava Yavat Pujam Karishyami Tavat Tvam Sannidho Bhava Om Bhagavati Shri Saraswati Avahyami Sthapyami. Offer that to Mata Saraswati, or if you're using a book, then on the book as well. But we'll also offer it to the book as well, because we also do Shikshapatri puja today as well, which is a Shastra. Yes. Avahyami. So now come inside, Mata Saraswati. You're here. You come inside. Then what do you say when they come inside? Please
Sit down.
take a seat. Not sit down. Sit down is what your teacher says. Take a seat, please. Have a seat. So let's take another grain of rice in our right hands, always right hands, and we say, just a couple of, no, you don't need a whole pile. Just a couple of grains. Yes, nothing too extensive. Yeah. Okay, right. So, and we offer a seat. For the seat, we're going to offer grains of rice. Ramyam Sushobhanam Divyam Sarva Saukyakaram Shubham Asanam Cha Maya Dattam Gruhana Parameshwari Om Dasanam Samarpyami Bhagavati Shri Saraswati Namaha. Offer that to Mata Saraswati. Now, in India, we don't do that so much here, but in India, if someone comes very special and they come in from outside, then we also wash their feet. So we're going to take a spoon of water. Just hold the spoon of water with your right hand. Yeah. And we're going to offer that to Mata Saraswati, but wait, just hold it for now. This is called Padya. Padya is where we wash the feet. Om Gangodakam Nirmalam Cha Sarva Sangandha Sayutam Pad Prakshalanarthe Dattam Te Pratigruyatam Om Padyo Padyam Samarpyami Bhagavati Shri Saraswati Namaha. Just pour it into the Darbanu as if you're washing the feet of Ma Saraswati. Ma Saraswati, we have washed your feet. Now, here's now just for Arghya, which is another spoon of water. We're going to do the same thing, but this time we're offering it as Arghya. Okay, and this is just for washing the hands and mouth. Om Argham Gruhana Deveshi Gandha Pushpaksha Desaha Karuna Karame Devi Gruhana Argyam Namastute Om Hastyorgyam Argyam Samarpyami Bhagavati Shri Saraswati Namaha. If you could pour that now, and another spoon of water, we're going to offer Achman. This is have some water to drink. You have now arrived. Have a drink of water. Exactly. Sarvatirtha Samayaktam Sugandhi Nirmalam Janam Achamyatam Mayadatam Gruhana Parameshwara Om Mukhachmaniam Samarapyami Bhagavati Shri Saraswati Namaha. So we wash the feet, we wash the hands, we wash the mouth. We done Padya, we done Arghya, we done Achmanya. Now we can also offer a shower. Sutta. Okay, well, yeah, if you could put another diva on. Don't worry if you could do it. Just if you could take a spoonful of water, this time for snana. And this is where you will wash Mata Saraswati. Usually, because we have a picture, we're not going to wash. We're going to offer it in the Darbanu here. If you do have a murti, metal murti, then you can wash it with water. So this is snan, where we wash the murti. Sarvatirtha samayuktam sugandhim nirmalam jalam. Sorry. Ganga Saraswati Reva Payoshni Narmada Jalaihi Snapitosi Maya Devi Tatha Shanti Kurushvame. Om Snanarthe Jalam Samarpyami Bhagavate Shri Saraswati Namaha. Offer the snan. Another water, another spoon, offer another spoon as well for the snan. Just do it again. Excellent. Okay. So we've offered Shuddha Jala Snan, but we also offer Panchamrit. The Panchamrit is Payodadhi Dhrutam Chaiva Madhura Sharkara Yutam. Payodadhi Dhrutam Madhu Sharkara. So we have milk, yogurt, ghee, then honey and Sarkara, sakar, sugar. If you could put that so everyone can see it. Hold it in one hand in front. This is a mix of Panchamrit. If you don't have this, just use a spoon of water, please. You don't need to, because nobody was told about it. No, leave it there. And 1 spoon of Panchamrit we'll put in the Tarbanam as well. Payodaditritam chaiva 1 spoon, yes. Payodaditritam chaiva madhu sharkara. Not in your hand, just in the spoon. Payodaditritam chaiva madhur cha sharkarayitam panchamritamanitam snanarthe pratigritam. Om Shri Saraswati Namaha Panchamrite Snanapyami. Just 1 spoon in there. Excellent. And then we take another spoon of water, not Panchamrit. Panchamrit Samarapyami. And then Shuddhodak Snanam Samarapyami. 1 spoon into there. Excellent. Into the Tarbanam. And then again. And again. It's not hard. It's not difficult. Shuddhodak Snanam Samarpyami Gyanamurte Bhadrakali Divyamurte Sureshware Shuddha Snanam Gurhanedam Narayani Namostate. Om Bhagavati Shri Saraswati Namah Shuddhodak Snanam Samarpyami. Now we're going to offer Vastra. For Vastra, you can offer a grain of rice. Bailu, if you could take a grain of rice. Nilu, if you could take a thread from the Narachari, from the Kandu. Yeah, I'll give it to you. Here you go. So this is Vastra is clothing. Now we've offered a shower. We offer clothing as well, fresh new clothes. But for that, because we don't really have fresh new clothes, we either offer a thread, or alternatively, you can offer a grain of rice as the sankalp. Here you go, the thread. Okay, this is the moli. Tantu santan sanyutam kala kaushala jal kalpitam sarvanga bharanam sheshtam vasnam paradhiyetam. Om Shri Saraswati Namaha Shri Vastram samarapyami. That Vastra actually goes on. Saraswati Mata. Yeah. Do we have chandan here? Yeah. So use your. Now we're going to offer some chandan. Chandan is sandalwood. If you have it in paste, that's great. If you don't have it in paste, what you do, you take the spoon in the left hand, you dip your right finger in there. You take some of the chandan from the powder, which is there. Yep. Take. And offer it to Mata Saraswati. Offer chandan to Saraswati. You can actually put it on the murti. That's fine. Shikandanam chandanam divyam gandhadam sumanoharam vilepanam surashishtam chandanam pratigridam gandhyam samarapyami bhagavati Shri Saraswatyai namaha. Om Gandham Samarapyami Bhagavati Shri Saraswati Namaha. Chandan is a beautiful substance. It's sandalwood, which is extremely cooling, and it's also very
it has a nice smell.
Fragrant. It has a nice smell. Yes, it's very fragrant. Yeah. Whatever you do to Saraswati, you do to Shikshapatri as well. Okay. Then after offering chandan, we can offer Saubhagya you have a abel. If you have abel, gulal, haldi, all the different powders, you can take what you do. Take a flower, a nice strong flower with a strong stem. Yep, and dip it in each and sprinkle it on Mata Saraswati. Okay, sprinkle the abel gulal. If you don't, you can just offer a flower. Okay, if you don't have these items. Tambulla patramaya nittam haridram kumkumambajam sindural kalkvam dasve saubhagya dravyameshwari. Om Shri Saraswati Namaha Saubhagya Dravyam Samarpayami. And then take a few grains of rice in your hand, a couple of grains, only about 2 or 3. And we're going to offer alankars. Alankars are decoration. Decorations meaning jewelry of gold, of silver, of diamonds, of emeralds, yeah, of pearls. Om Ratna Kankane Chura Kachi Kundala Nupuram Muktaharam Kritascha Gruhana Bharananime Om Alankaran Samarpyani Bhagavati Shri Saraswati Namaha. Now flowers. Take a few petals of flower to offer. Ma Saraswati, you can take one. Give one to Bhagat. From here, not that side. Yeah. We're going to offer flowers. It's very difficult to find flowers in this weather, isn't it? Just okay. In your right hand, hold the flowers. Malyadini Sugandhini Malyadini Ve Prabhu Mayanitani Pushpani Gurhana Parameshwari Om Pushpam Pushpamala Samarpyami Bhagavati Shri Saraswati Namaha. Offer it to Ma Saraswati, the flowers. Okay, Dupam. We're going to take one flower. Oh, actually, get an agarbati, sorry. Grab an agarbati. It's right behind you. It was. Somebody's walked off with the agarbati. You need a stick, agarbati stick. Where's agarbati? Agarbati na, right? Okay, so if you could have a lit agarbati and offer it to Ma Saraswati. How do you offer it? You do an arti. Yeah? Is there enough there? I don't think it's lit, Bolo. I don't think it's lit. Yep. And we offer dhupam. This is dhup, yes? Vanaspatir sodbhuto gandhadyos gandha uttama Adhe Narayani Dupoyam Pratigriyatam Om Dupama Drapyami Bhagavati Shri Saraswati Namaha. So we offer agarbati dhup to Ma Saraswati and your books and the puja. If you can then stick it in a proper holder so it's safe. And then take a flower. After dhupam, we do deepam, one whole flower, just one of you, that's fine. And now we're going to offer the deep. I'll explain you how after I say the mantra. Sajam cha karti sanyutam vadinam yojitam maya deepam grahana devesha trailokya timarapaha om deepam darshyami bhagavati Shri Saraswati namaha. Now do a pradakshina of the deep. Show everybody here how you do it. The pradakshina of the divo. Of the divo. Now right clockwise. 1, 2, 3. That's enough. And then offer it to Saraswati Mata. Yes. That's how you offer the diya, the deepam. Then Nevedya, we need food. So prasad. Now to Ma Saraswati, we will offer prasad, meal, food. Okay. If you take this down onto the floor here, Bailu, down onto the floor. Yeah. So if you could put the food in front, the prasad in front of Saraswati Mata. Here we go. Lovely. No, leave that. That's fine. Okay. There isn't a cup of, if you could grab the cup of water from there. If that can be put maybe here. Excellent. Okay. Now we offer the Nevedyam. So pray to Mata Saraswati that she eats this and enjoys this delicious food we put in front. Sharkara Ghrita Sayutam Madhura Swadu Chottamam Upahara Samayuktam Nevedya Pratigriyatam Om Bhagavati Shri Saraswati Namaha Nevedyam Nivedyami. There's other steps in this process, but because we are doing this in a sankshipt, in a summary, we'll carry on. Then you offer Achmaniam. Achmaniam is washing the mouth after doing. You take a spoon of the water once again and put it in the tarbanu down here. Take a spoon of the water and we offer Achmaniam. As Achmaniam. Elo shira lavangadi karpura vasitam prashnartham krutam toyam grahana parameshwaram nevedyanti Achmaniam samarpyami Bhagavati Shri Saraswati Namaha. Offer the spoon of water on the side. Okay, put it down. Then we offer mukwas. If you have a mukwas, maybe a pan and a sopari. This is like after mint, yeah?
Pugifalam Mahadivyam Nagavali Deleritam Elechurnandi Saintam Tambulam Pratigritam Saraswatyai Namaha. Tambulam Samarpayami. But that's it. That's fine. Put it in front. That's it. Excellent. Okay. And then after feeding, we give gifts. Thank you for accepting my meal and prasad. We now give dakshina. That was on the list. For which we offer coins if you have coins or any kind of money. Just not monopoly money, real money, please. And you can all put that in front of Mata Saraswati. This is called Dakshina. Hirani Garbha Garbhasyam Hema Bijam Vibhavasu Ananta Punya Faladamata Shanti Prachme Om Bhagavati Shri Saraswati Namaha Dakshinam Samarpayami. Mukido, please put it. This book are divas. Okay, thank you. Right. Then we finish with Arti, but we're not going to finish Arti now. We're going to do 108. Can I have the Namavali? We're going to conclude with 108 names of Mata Saraswati. And in this, remember, we're asking Mata Saraswati, she is the goddess, the giver of knowledge, wisdom. Yeah. And she's also the goddess of the arts. Some music, dance, creativity. Yes, so even though she's the goddess of Vidya, of knowledge, she's also the goddess of the arts. Arts is Vidya. Back in the in ancient times, engineering wasn't necessarily better or more superior to, say, art, right? These things were equally as important to languages, the arts, languages, you know, all these things were just as important as mathematics and physics and all those different fields, and medicine. All fields were very, very important, because this was obviously prior to the Industrial Revolution, which made the sciences and much more important. But Mata Saraswati, she shows us that the knowledge of all of these subjects is just as important to be a rounded person. So we're going to pray to Mata Saraswati, and you're going to need lots of grains of rice. And every time, Bolu, Nilu, if you could show taking 2 grains with middle 2 fingers, yeah, and show it to the camera. Yeah, just like that. And you offer, not throw. Maybe take the prasad away for a bit. You offer, not, Belu?
Not throw.
Offer, not?
Throw.
Offer. You don't throw, you. Yes, I don't get on. You offer it, yeah? And so we're going to offer it, not throw on Mother. An offering is show how you offer the 2 grains. Yes, excellent. Yes, like that. Not throwing. So every time Namaha is said, please put 2 grains of rice, offer it to Mata Saraswati. Okay, ready, everybody? 100 names, okay? The first name is to say Saraswati, which is knowledge. And I'm going to give the English meaning as well. But I'm going to go a little bit fast. Let me get a glass of water. Okay. Om Saraswatyai Namaha. Then who is supremely auspicious? Om Mahabhadrayai Namaha. Who is a great illusion? Om Mahamayai Namaha. Then who gives boons, promises? Om Varpradaye Namaha. Bhailavan Namaha, yeah? Then one whose home is in a lotus. Om Padma Nilaye Namaha. One whose eyes are like a lotus. Om Padmakshay Namaha. Whose face is like a lotus. Om Padma Vakradraye Namaha. Who is the younger sibling or the sister of Shiva. Om Shivanujaye Namaha. One who is holding a book. Om Pustaka Drate Namaha. One who sits in the Gyan Mudra, the posture we see Saraswati in. Om Gyan Mudraye Namaha. One who's enticing. Om Ramaye Namaha. One who's beyond everything. Om Paraye Namaha. One who takes various form as she wishes. Om Kamrupaye Namaha. One who has great knowledge. Om Mahavidyaye Namaha. I bow to the one who's the destroyer of the fallen. Om Mahapatak Nashinye Namaha. the one who gives supreme refuge, I bow to her. Om Mahashraye Namaha, one who is like a garland and has a garland. Om Malinye Namaha, one who creates, I bow down to the one who is great enjoyment. Om Mahabhogaye Namaha, I bow to the one whose arms are great. Om Mahabhujaye Namaha, I bow to the one whose luck is great, fortune is great. Om Mahabhagaye Namaha. Om Namaha. The one who I bow to the one whose strength is supreme. Mhotsaye Namaha. I bow to the goddess whose limbs are divine. Om Divyange Namaha. I bow to the goddess who is adored by all the gods. Om Suravanditaye Namaha. I'm the goddess of time and death. Om Mahakalye Namaha. Om whose noose is eminent. Om Mahapashaye Namaha. Who the goddess whose form is supreme, I bow to. Om Makaraye Namaha. And to the goddess I bow whose stick is eminent. Om Mahakushaye Namaha. I bow to the goddess who bestows fruits of the earth. Om Sitaye Namaha. I bow to the goddess who is spotless. Om Vimalaye Namaha. The goddess of the entire cosmos. Om Vishvaye Namaha. I bow to the goddess who wears a shining garland. Om Vidyunmalaye Namaha, the Shakti of Lord Vishnu. Om Vaishnave Namaha, who's bright as the moonlight. Om Chandrikaye Namaha, whose face is as beautiful as the moon. Om Chandravadanaye Namaha, one who is adorned by the moon. Om Chandra Lekha Vibhushataye Namaha, who's the ray of light. Om Savitri Namaha, who is charming. Om Surasaye Namaha, who is the goddess. Om Devye Namaha, I bow to the one who is adorned by divine ornaments. Om Divya Lankara Bhushitaye Namaha, the goddess of speech I bow to. Om Vagdevye Namaha, I bow to the goddess of earth. Om Vasudaye Namaha, I do pranam. Who has a fast speed. Om Tivraye Namaha, I do pranam to the supremely auspicious goddess. Om Mahabhadraye Namaha, whose strength is supreme. Om Mahabalaye Namaha, who gives us the supreme enjoyment. Om Bhogdaye Namaha, and who is the goddess of speech. Om Bhartye Namaha, I bow to the personification of passion and splendor. Om Bhamaye Namaha, I bow to the protector of the cows. Om Govindaye Namaha, I bow to the goddess who has herds of cows. Om Gomtye Namaha, who is also like Shiva. Om Shivaye Namaha, I bow to the one who has matted hair. Om Jatilaye Namaha, I bow to the goddess whose dwelling place, where she lives, is Mount Vindhya. Om Vindhyavasaye Namaha, who is seated on Mount Vindhya. Om Vindhyachala Virajitaye Namaha, who is the fierce one when she chooses to be. Om Chandikaye Namaha, she is also the power of Vishnu. Om Vaishnave Namaha, I bow to the power she is the power of Brahma. Om Brahmaye Namaha, she is the only way to attain Brahmagyan. Om Brahmagyane Sadhanaye Namaha, she's resplendent like lightning. Om Sundamanye Namaha, whose form is like nectar. Om Sudhamurtye Namaha, I bow to the goddess who's extremely beautiful. Om Subhadraye Namaha, the one who is worshipped by the gods. Om Surpujitaye Namaha, the one who fills the abode, the whole cosmos, with good luck and good fortune. Om Suvasinye Namaha, the one who has a beautiful nose. Om Sunasaye Namaha, the one who is sleepless. Om Vinindraye Namaha, whose eyes are like a lotus. Om Padmalochanaye Namaha, I bow to the goddess whose knowledge herself. Om Vidyarupaye Namaha, the one whose eyes are very large. Om Vishalakshe Namaha, who is the wife of Brahma. Om Brahmajayaye Namaha, who is the greatest reward. Om Mahafalaye Namaha, who is the Trimurti. Om Trimurte Namaha, I bow down to the goddess who knows the past, present, and future. Om Trikal Gnanye Namaha, who has the three gunas, the Sattva, Raja, Tamo. Om Trigunaye Namaha, I bow to the goddess who is the scriptures herself. Om Shastra Rupaniye Namaha, the goddess who tormented the Rakshas Shumbha. Om Shumbasura Pramithinye Namaha, the one who gives us Shubha, auspiciousness. I bow to her. Om Shubhadaye Namaha. I bow to the goddess who is the soul of everyone. Om Svaratmikaye Namaha, the slayer of Raktabija. Om Raktabija Hinhitre Namaha, who killed the demon Chanda Munda. Om Chamundaye Namaha. I bow to the goddess who is Ambika. Om Ambikaye Namaha. I bow to the goddess who dispels Munda. Om Mundakaya Praharanai Namaha, who killed the Dhumralochan Rakshas. Om Dhumralochan Mardanaye Namaha. I bow to the goddess who is praised by all gods and goddesses. Om Sarvadeva Stutaye Namaha, who is gentle and cheerful. Om Somyaye Namaha, who the gods and demons bow to her as well. Om Surasura Namaskara Krutye Namaha, who is the night of Kala. Om Kalaratre Namaha. She is the goddess I bow down to, who is the goddess of artistry. Om Kala Dharaye Namaha. She is the goddess who gives beauty and good fortune. I bow to her. Om Rupa Sobhagyadayinye Namaha. She is the goddess of speech. Om Vagdevye Namaha. I bow down to the goddess who is elegant. Om Vararohaye Namaha. The power of Varaha. Om Varahaye Namaha. I bow to the goddess, I do pranam, who is seated on a white lotus. Om Varijasanye Namaha. I bow to the goddess who has all sorts of colors in her clothing. Om Chitrambaraye Namaha, who has beautiful fragrance. Om Chitragandhaye Namaha. I bow to the goddess who has these beautiful flowers on her. Om Chitramalya Vibhushitaye Namaha. I bow to the goddess who is beautiful. Om Kantaye Namaha. I bow to the goddess who bestows our desires, our wishes. Om Kama Pradaye Namaha. I bow to the goddess who is the one worthy of worship. Om Vandaye Namaha. I pray to the goddess who is worshipped by all the knowledgeable. Om Vidyadhar Sarupujitaye Namaha, whose seat is in white color. Om Shvetasanye Namaha. Om Nilabhujaye Namaha. I bow to the goddess who gives us the Chaturvarga, the Dharma, Artha, Kama, and Moksha. Om Chaturvarga Phalapradaye Namaha. I bow to the goddess whose empire is created, whose empire is a world created by four heads. Om Chaturanand Samrajyaye Namaha, the four-headed being, Brahma. I bow to the Bru Pranam to the goddess who is the source of all Shakti. Om Raktamadhyaye Namaha. I bow to the goddess who is dispassionate. Om Niranjanaye Namaha. Her seat is also the bird, being the swan. I bow to that, Saraswati Mata. Om Hansasanaye Namaha. She has blue thighs. Om Nilangajaye Namaha. And the final mantra is, if you take some grains for this final mantra, I bow and do pranam and vandan to the goddess who is the soul of Brahma and Vishnu and Shiva. Om Brahma Vishnu Shivanmikaye Namaha. Om Saraswati Namaha. So we have done the full puja of Mata Saraswati. Now to conclude, we shall do an arti. So please light your arti diya. Nilu, if you could do that in front of the camera, it's useful. You take the Achman cup. You won't need it. Put it down here. Yeah. Yes, that's good. So we're almost finished the puja. Sorry, it's taken so long, but that's about 45 minutes. It's hard to do a puja in less than an hour. So we invited Mata Saraswati. We offered her all sorts of things. We then did the final 108. You left a barcode on the dish. Okay. And we now conclude with Arti. Arti is the climax of a puja. So before the other host puts up the Arti words, I want to say the mantra for the Arti. If you could do the Arti, Nilu. That's not going to last very long, but yeah. And then we're going to do it in two parts. First with the mantra and then with the actual Saraswati Arti, Mata Saraswati Arti. Om Katali Garbha Sambhutam Karpuram Tu Pradipitam Arartikyaham Kurve Pashyate Vardo Bhava Om Bhagavati Saraswatye Namaha. Nirajanam samarpayami. If we could all do Aarti and the words will come on the screen, please. You can stay here, you can do the Aarti as well. You put the words on the screen, please, for the Aarti. Okay. Om Saraswatyai Namaha. Jaya Saraswati Mata Maya Jaya Saraswati Mata Sadgun Vaibhavashalini Sadgun Vaibhavashalini Tribhuvan Vikhyata. Om Jaya Saraswati. Big round circles. Chandravadani Padmasini Dyuti Mangalakari Ma Dyuti Mangalakari Sohe Shubh Hans Savari Sohe Shubh Hans Savari Atul Tej Dhari. Om Jaya Saraswati Mata Bayan Kar Me Veena Dayan Karmala Ma Ka Dayan Karmala. Bhaila Abaju hai. Shish Mukut Mani Sohe Shish Mukut Mani Sohe Gal Motiyan Mala. Om Jai Saraswati Mata Vidya Gyan Pradayini Gnan Prakash Bharo Ma Gyan Prakash Bharo Moha Gyan Timir Ka Jag Se Nash Karo. Om Jaya Saraswati Mata माँ सरस्वती की आरती जो कोई जान गावे माँ जो कोई जन गावे हितकारी सुखकारी हितकारी सुखकारी ज्ञान भक्ति पावे। ओम जय सरस्वती माता जय सरस्वती माता जय सरस्वती माता सद्गुण वैभवशालिनी सद्गुण वैभवशालिनी त्रिभुवन विख्याता जय सरस्वती माता। कर्पूर पूरेण मनोहरेण सुवर्ण पात्रांतर संस्थितेन प्रदीप्त भासा सहसंगतेन निराजनं ते जगदम्ब कुर्वे मास। यानि कानि च पापानि जन्मांतर कृतानि च तानि सर्वाणि नश्यन्तु प्रदक्षिणां पदे पदे। Then take the arti yourself and offer it to everybody else. If you put it to one side, you can do arti. Okay, and that concludes the Saraswati puja. The final thing we want to do in this puja is offer take a bunch of take some flowers and a few grains of rice, and we want to do a final prayer to Mata Saraswati that please bless us with all the wisdom. And if in this puja we did not, oh sorry, it's all here, isn't it? Yeah, there you go. If we in this puja we didn't do it properly, or if there was any lapse in concentration or in our devotion, then please forgive us, and please, Ma, knowing you, us as your children, you continue to bless us with knowledge and wisdom. Okay, that's the prarthana we will be doing. Okay, if you got the flowers out, this is the final. Shuklam Brahma Vichar Saradhavada Adyan Jagad Vyapinim Veena Pustakadharinim Abhayadam जायान्धकारपहाम् हस्ते स्फटिकमालिका विदधतीम् पद्मासने संस्थिता वन्दे तां परमेश्वरी भगवती बुद्धिप्रदां शारदां बुद्धिप्रदां शारदां या कुन्देन्दुतुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्कर प्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती बुद्धिशजायापहा निशेषजायापहा ॐ क्षया क्षमा आवाहनं न जानामि तवार्चनं पूजां चैव न जानामि क्षमस्व परमेश्वर अन्यथा शरणं नास्ति त्वमेव शरणं मम तस्मात् कारुण्यभावेन रक्ष मां परमेश्वरीं गतं पापं गतं दुःखं गतं दारिद्र्यमेव च आगता सुखसम्पत्ति पुण्योऽहं तव दर्शनात् मन्त्रहीनं क्रियाहीनं शक्तिहीनं सुरेश्वर यत्पूजितं मया देवी परिपूर्ण तदस्तु मे यदक्षरपदभ्रष्टं मात्रहीनं च यद्भवेत् तत्सर्वं क्षम्यतां देव प्रसिद्ध परमेश्वरी अपराधसहस्राणि क्रियन्ते हर्निशं मया दासोऽयमिति मां मत्वा क्षमस्व परमेश्वरी ओम सांगाय सपरिवाय भगवती श्री शारदाम्बिकाय समा सरस्वत्यै नमः क्षमापणं मंत्र पुष्पांजलिं समर्पयामि बोलिए मां सरस्वती देवी की jai. And there we conclude, Ma Saraswati. Always when you are worship Mata Saraswati in the morning, always remember also that where is Ma Saraswati? Where is she always? In books. So you must always respect books. In scriptures, in shastras, Ma is in your mother, Saraswati, goddess, is in the books. We must respect the books, always, okay? The books you can't leave on the ground on the floor, Yaju. You can't. You can't step on books. You can't lean on books. You can't eat on books, okay? Always be respectful to books. Where else is Ma Saraswati? Saraswati is also in instruments, musical instruments, okay? So anyway, we conclude there. I hand over back to the boss, Chetan sir.
Thank you very much, Bhavinji, for really lovely puja, a guided puja in English with the meaning. And thank you to your lovely helpers as well, to Bailu and Nilu for helping us through the puja. I thought that was really wonderful. That is the end of our event.
And
that is the end. And Yaj.
Yeah.
That is the end of our event. I hope you really enjoyed the session. Thank you to all of our singers, to the Year 6 and Year 7 Moral Values class for a brilliant presentation. And thank you once again to the Patak family and Bhavinji for the puja. I hope you have all enjoyed the event. If you have any feedback, please do send it on our social channels, on WhatsApp or any of the other social channels. Happy Vasant Panchami, and we shall see you soon. Namaste, Jai Shri Krishna.
Varde, Varde, Varde.